Assessment of learning is an important aspect, especially in virtual learning environment. Tools used for formative assessment are Google Forms, Microsoft Forms, Kahoot.com, etc. And for subjective assessment, one can use exam.net. In this video, I will explain all about creating exam, surveillance of exam, and evaluation of exam, of subjective exam. So to begin with, let's start with the exam creation. For creating an exam on this portal, first of all, type exam.net on the address bar. And as soon as you type exam.net on the address bar, you get this page open, which has two tabs. One is for student, another one is for the teacher. So we'll click on the teacher tab and get this page. On this page, either you can register by click as a new joinee by clicking on this register, or you can log in through your Google account or Microsoft account. So I am doing it with the help of my Microsoft account. I'll be logging with my Microsoft account. Type in on this page, type in your Microsoft ID, which is your school's Microsoft ID, and your password, and click sign in. This is the home page of this one is the home page of exam.net. Various menus which are available on this home page are new exam, for creating a new exam and setting up the environment of a new exam. If you want to view all the exams that you have created till now, you can click on exam list. For surveillance of your exam, or for viewing the results, or for viewing the answer sheets of your students, click on surveillance or results. Then you can set up your profile here, and this is for signing out. So for starting with new exam, click on new exam and you get this page open. Here you have to write the name of your exam. I am writing assessment 1 here. You can either write unit test 1 or subjective assessment 1, whatever is your test name, you can type here. These are three options. You have to select either of these options. These options means if you are not giving a digital exam, you are orally giving the questions to the student, or you have given a piece of paper to the students for the questions, then you can go with this. But as we are doing this as a online learning, students are not present physically in front of us. So you can choose either of these options, either use a PDF file, or you can go with this option, write exam questions. If your question paper is already ready and it is saved as a PDF, you can use a PDF file. Click on this and upload your question paper. Whereas if you want to write your questions in this area, you can use write exam questions. I'll be going with write exam questions. So if you click on write exam questions, this blank area opens up. Either you can type your questions here, or you can also copy paste your questions from some other Word file. So I'll be doing this. I'll be copying my questions from my Word file and pasting all the questions here. So I get my question paper is ready now. These are three options. If you want the question should be presented to the students and writing area should be separate from that, you can go with the present the questions to the student option. But if you want that question area, answer area should be given within the questions, within the question paper, then you can go with the fill the student's answer area with the questions when exam is created. After selecting either of these options, click OK. I'm going with present the questions to the student. After that, this area provides you the points, the information that you want to collect from the students, those who are appearing for the exam. If you want to collect his first name, last name, email, class, whatever information you want to collect in the question paper, you can check mark those options here. You can select any of these options according to your requirements. So I am taking student ID as well as class also. Because I want to provide writing area, I don't want them to click a pic and send upload that pic. I want them to write on the area that I am providing to them. So I'm selecting this option, that is writing area. I don't want to provide any spell checker. You can go with that if you want to provide spell checker. There's another option. If you want that students should write on their piece of paper and then scan their answers with the help of mobile and upload that answers, you can select this option. Students can then write on the piece of paper, scan and upload the answers for you. This can be selected for that. These are the tools that we can provide them for their writing. Say for example, if your paper is of some art paper, you want student has to draw something, you can give drawing tool. If you want to give calculator, you can click this on. If your paper has some mathematical symbols to be used in your paper, say for example in physics or chemistry, you want to give some mathematical symbols or mathematics, you can add GeoGebra for the students. This will give a mathematical area to your students. So I am adding GeoGebra here. Another option that I am giving is for programming. Because my question paper is having programs, so I'm giving JavaScript or Python programming area where the students can run their programs, check their programs, and after that they submit their answers to me. These are the security modes that will be having in our question paper. High security mode, but I'll be leaving this one. You can allow any browser with high security mode. What happens if you are providing high security mode and student tries to open another window on your on his device, then exam will be logged out, and then you have to the student has to log in again. And you'll get the notification that a student has changed his window, his or her window, he is logged out from that window. So I am going with this, allow any browser, but with high security mode. So I selected this. For unlocking the exam, you have an options. You can unlock the exam after every 30 seconds immediately, or you can unlock it yourself, or you can unlock the exam by asking the student to give the explanation, and the exam will be itself unlocked. So I'm selecting this option because I don't want to want them to wait for 30 or 60 seconds, but provide the information and unlock immediately. So all the options, all the requirements of the question paper are done. Click on create the exam to create your exam. You can see a message here, you get a notification, a new exam has been created, and this is the exam that I have created for my students with security mode. All these exams were without any security mode, but this is the exam with the security mode. This is my exam name. This is the exam key that I have to give to my students when they start doing my exam. All this was about exam creation. Now after completing the exam creation task, let us learn how exam can be opened for the students and how a teacher can do surveillance while exam is going on. So to open an exam, click here on this button and your exam is opened. You get this message to open the exam. Click on open. This is the exam key that you have to copy and share with the students. You can use any mode to share it with the students, either through your WhatsApp group or your chat window of Microsoft Teams, or any method or email or anything that you find it comfortable. Then for doing surveillance of your exam, you click on this eye symbol. So here, this is the surveillance part. This is my exam going on. All these student has entered my exam. All many other are entering the exam. These students, which are marked with the red, entered the exam, but they are logged out of, they are out of the exam now. So if you want to see any student's exam sheet or its details, you can click on student's name. This is the notification that I am getting when students are entering into the exam. All these students are there in my exam. All these students have already entered in my exam. These are the options which you can try later on, but not required right now. You can click on this for forced submission of the exam from the students when the time is over. You can set the timer of your exam using this window. If you want to set the timer to 1 hour or 2 hours, click here and set the number of minutes you want to give to complete the exam. So I'm giving 60 minutes to complete my exam. So set the time. To see individual exam key, see when student logs out of the exam, if student opens another window, then the student will be logged out from the exam. So to unlock the exam, student needs to enter that exam key, and that exam key can be we can get that exam key from this button. Click on this button. So you can have individual exam key of each student on this page. You can share this page with the students as per your convenience through any communication media, maybe your WhatsApp group or your Microsoft chat window, or whichever is comfortable to you. In this exam.net, we also have an option to get text messages from the user. If some student is stuck up at any question and wants to ask something from the teacher, the student can ask through their chat window in this exam.net, and notification of students' messages will appear here on this left side bottom corner. When you click on this, students' text messages will open, and you can reply to students' questions through this text message. So this is the students' surveillance area. You can also view how many times a student has logged out, when the student has loaded the question paper, when he was logged out because of loss of internet connection or because of moving to another window. This is the students' writing area. See, I can see while exam is going on, I can track the progress of each and every student. By clicking on student's name, I can have students answer here. So this Lakshay Kansal is one student who has done 3 questions till now, who has done answers of 3 questions till now. This is one student. I can also track how many times student has lost focus. From my exam area, maybe student has tried to open another window. Whenever student tries to open another window on his or her device, the student will be logged out from the exam. So from this area, you can get to know how many times student moved to another window. These are again the answers of one student that I have captured. These are a list of students which are having green tick here. That means these students have submitted their exam, has ended their exam and submitted it. In my question, I have provided programming area also, because my question paper was having some questions based on programs. So this is the programming area which is provided in the exam.net itself, where student is writing their programs and executing their codes, and then student can copy these codes to the writing area. If a student is logged out, I get a notification here that the student is logged out, and we can track that user later on. We can ask that user by sending text messages. All this was about surveillance part. Now see how students can enter into the exam, and what is the student's view of this exam.net. So again, student will open this exam area using exam.net address, and this is the tab for the students. The exam key that we have provided to the user the student will enter that exam key here and click next. This is the exam area of the student, writing area for the student, where student will write answers. On the top is the question paper that teacher has provided, and this is the writing area to write the answers. Here are some options. This is show exam. This page is show exam page. Programming page. If as in my question paper, I have given some programming questions also, so a student can move to programming area by clicking on this program. If question paper contains some needs to have some mathematical symbols also, student can switch on to that mathematical page by clicking on GeoGebra. This is teacher chat area. If a student wants to ask something, can click on this teacher chat area and ask questions to the teacher. And after completing the exam, student will click on submit exam to submit the exam paper. And these are various layouts. Student can change the layout also. If this is not comfortable to them, the student can move to this layout where questions are written here and answer area is on the right hand side. This is the text area, teacher chat area. If student clicks on this teacher chat, this window appears. Student can write a question or anything student wants to ask on this area will be reached to teacher's end. Student can text only to the teacher. They cannot chat with themselves, with each other. Because my question was having programming area, I have provide programming tool also. So this is the programming area where student can write program and run. This is the GeoGebra area where student can write all the mathematical evaluations, all the mathematical expressions, and copy those expressions. A graphical area is also provided to make the graphs. After completing the exam, a student can click on submit exam to submit the exam paper. Now, how checking can be done for checking of the exam on the teacher's part? You can download answers in the form of Word by clicking on this, or in the form of PDF by clicking on this option, which is comfortable to you. Answers of all the students will be downloaded in one PDF file, and you can scroll through the pages and check answers of all the students. So this is how exam.net can be used for creating exam, surveillance of exam, as well as evaluation of the exam. Thank you.